Welcome to Warrior Work. I'm Coach Hill and I got Coach Ken here. We're going to review the first 5 locks of the 16 hand lock drill, which you can find all 16 of in the locks, controls, and counters videos. Very simply, we start with the palm facing us, again just for structural control. And you want left hand in the palm, right hand on the outside. I'm going to use, again classically, I use my 2 thumbs underneath the ridge of the hand. And I use but realistically I want to use my palm on the wrist. We always have 3 directions with any locks. I want to push and pull, and then I want the 3rd direction to be the direction I'm going to go. So I want to watch for shoulder when I'm doing the locks to make sure that it's effective. I want to make sure that I break the structure, break the balance. So again, I push, I pull. I'm taking the hand, these knuckles here, in an X across the hand, an X line across here, and I'm taking them where I want them to go. From there, I'm going to insert my thumb between his index finger and his middle finger, and I'm going to keep my hand open so I can spin it around and catch it with the palm facing outward. I'm squeezing the hand, and I'm going to use my left hand to support it. I'm using my fingers really just as a guide, as a tool, because I want to sort of think like in Goldfinger, the laser going down the center of his chest. I want to breathe, and again, I want to push. I'm pushing, I'm pulling, and then I'm taking it in the 3rd direction down. Very important when you're doing this lock with somebody that if it starts to hurt, they double tap their body just to let them know, hey, you know, that's where the pain is at. Or to stop, so stop. Because sometimes the pain is so sharp you can't speak. So you tap, tap, tap them, tap whatever you can. So I have 1 wrist throw, 2 the spin. I have the half lock again. Push, a lot of times people just push, or they just pull. You have to push and pull simultaneously, and then in and down. From there, I'm going to let my left hand slide along the arm to where the arm folds. I'm going to step in, and I want 90 degrees in the center of his body for the center lock. I want to push and push both together, and then I'm going to take it down the center. Okay? I come back out, palm is facing up, fingers are facing up. Again, I want my fingers underneath the ridge, and I've got thumbs in here. I want to, again, push, pull, in and down. So those 3 together. Again, a lot of times the biggest mistake is, so Wally J, when I trained with Wally J briefly, he said really the key to the locks is just moving right here. Just that gear, because you have 8 bones in the wrist, and he said it's like a clutch, click, 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 click. So pushing, pulling, 3rd direction down. And again, you can drive them all the way in. 5th lock, I'm going to take my thumb, my hand, it's just going to slide in. I'm going to let his wrist sit on my wrist. I'm going to brush it across his body. I've got his elbow against my body. Again, 90 degrees here. And I'm going to pull it in, and I'm going to walk him up. Okay, I can walk him wherever I want him to go. And then from that position, I just let my thumb slip out. Hand comes back in, and I'm back to the wrist throw again. Now there's 16 locks in the drill. We're going to be able to do them really briefly with both hands, so you get your left brain, right brain going. Again, it's just the opposite. It can be a little confusing when you first do it with the left side, just because of the way our brain kind of processes things. There's really good whole brain activity. Half lock, center lock, full lock, thumb slips off, goose head lock, and I'll bring them around here for you to see them a little bit easier, and then back to the wrist throw. And again, I want that basic movement. Now, we can add that into our hand drill. So his right foot's back, right hand's my face. The basic hand drills and the hand drill movements are inward, outward, push down, punch, inward, outward, push down, punch. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to go to the wrist throw. It's like that, simple as that, okay? And then inward, outward, push down, punch, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to catch the hand, boom, okay, and take it to the wrist throw. So you apply it in that process. Inward, outward, push down, punch, catch, go, okay? If we apply it to palm, this is parry palm drills. You know, in Tai Chi and Kimble, you have a lot of parry palm drills. And the same thing, I catch it and I follow it back. So one of the things we do is when he punches, I might catch from here, and I might just let he brings it, go through your left hand too. Boom. See, so I'm just catching his hands like a boxer. He throws his hands, I'm catching it. Okay, here I'm going to follow his hand back, and I let it lead into that wrist throw. Okay, the wrist throw here, again, that push and pull could lead into a head throw here. It's the same exact technique. I'm pushing, I'm pulling on the shoulder, I'm pushing on the head, and I'm taking the 3rd direction down, push, pull, and down. So it applies to the foot, applies to the wrist, applies to everything. We can apply it to the sticks. In our basic play, it blocks and strikes, here I have it over 12, okay? Here's a position. Look, there's that position we started with in the wrist throw. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take the hand, bring this stick over, switch the hands, and what am I doing? I'm pushing, I'm pulling, taking it down, okay? Or my third direction could also be, stick it to number 2 first, could also be, third direction could be there, in that position. So that's 2 sticks. Okay, we can also do the drive there. I can come up here, I can switch the hands, and I can come up here and I can use the butt of the stick. Or generally in practice, I want to use the palm, like a bear paw. And again, I push, I pull, and I take it down, and there's my strike down. Okay, same exact technique. And then the third one, I'm going to come across with the stick. The third one, I'm just going to throw the stick up into the air. Okay, and take it with just the hand itself. So all of those, you have to learn to kind of play at different speeds, wrist throws, and again, the half lock works the same way, full lock works the same way, lots of different applications. If we do, here, there's my half lock right there, there's my center lock right there, okay? Using that same exact positions, relaxing and sinking, coming through. So just the more you learn to see the techniques in different areas, that's what the integrative arts is really about. Learn to see the techniques, apply them in as many different situations as possible, test them. The key is you have to read the situation, and then you have to adapt your technique to fit the situation to achieve your goal, and you're always testing it. Different people of varying size, different speeds, so you know when to use it, when not to use it. Locks are generally used best when you're superior to the opponent, when you've got good, strong tendon ligament strength. There's lots of factors, again, when you use or apply any technique, which is why it's important to apply the GET IT acronym to get it together. Sun Tzu's 5 Fundamentals from the Art of War. Thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next time on Warrior Work.